My name is Drew, and I'm crazy. And you're crazy too, because after watching my first two dumb videos about this, you clicked on the third one, and this is where we really get into the hairy stuff about the wild area and max dens and crazy stuff. Maybe you're not a crazy person, because maybe this is the first video you clicked on because it was the first one you saw in your feed. Or maybe you would have to be crazy to watch my first two videos, because this is the only one that people would really care about. Or maybe you're just not a crazy person. I'm crazy. That's what I'm. So we're in Rolling Fields today, which is the first area of the wild area. Now, as I said in my Route 1 video, most of the Pokemon in the wild area can be obtained in max dens. And in Rolling Fields, there's only one Pokemon that cannot be obtained in a max den, and that is Combee. And so I had to find that one in the grass, and check it out. The very first one I encountered is a female. Holy goodness, that's amazing luck. Females are 12.5%, and males are the other 87.5%. And if you don't know, only the females can evolve, so it is completely pointless to catch a male. Somebody who does a lot of breeding tell me if there's any reason at all to catch a male. But hey, the first one I found was a female. That's awesome. So anyway, now that we've caught ourselves a female Combee, which will evolve into a Vespiquen eventually, we're going to be focusing on Den 1. Now, Rolling Fields does not have the first 10 dens and Dappled Grove has the next 10 dens. It's not like that. Rolling Fields actually has Den 1, Den 3, Den 4, Den 16, Den 31, Den 33, Den 37, and Den 39 for some reason. But coincidentally, it has Den 1, so we're going to be heading down there today. Den 1 has a lot of fighting type Pokemon. It has Tyrogue, Machop, Timburr, and Scraggy. But it can also be a rare den. See, that purple beam over there, that's Den 1, and it is purplier than all the other non-purple dens, and that is a rare den. The rare den at Den 1 is actually called Den 48, and that contains Riolu and Stufful, and a couple others that can be obtained in the regular dens. It should be noted that max dens do not actually give any experience points to your Pokemon, so I won't be able to evolve any of these Pokemon by simply spamming max dens. I have to fight wild Pokemon in the overworld, and that's why I'm fighting this Ninjask. When Looker gets a little stronger, I'll be fighting that Onix up at the top to get that experience. I might cook curry every once in a while too, that gives a little bit of experience, but I'll be focusing on battles and the candies that I earn from max dens. I'll be using those to evolve some Pokemon, but mostly wild battles. I will also be doing a lot of berry trees. As you'll see in a minute, I will be moving the date forward a whole lot on my Nintendo Switch to accomplish some of this. So I'll be doing a lot of berry trees. I'll be fighting a lot of the same Pokemon that appear in the overworld, and I will be collecting a lot of the same regenerating hidden items, which any one of those can be a wishing piece at any time. There's, I don't know if it's a 1% or 5%, probably a 1% chance that any one of those is a wishing piece, which is, wishing pieces are extremely valuable in this game, and especially in what I'm trying to do here. So I'll be talking about that a little later. So, this first den was a rare den, and if you remember, I said Scraggy can be found in the regular Den 1, so it's a little disappointing that I had this rare den. It was kind of cool that it was the first on Den 1, and it was not a Riolu or a Stufful, but I'll take what I can get, and I did end up getting a nugget from this battle, which nuggets are good for making money, so that's not bad. So I will be using two glitches to accomplish this. Some of you might be saying, well, if you use glitches, it's not a true Professor Oak's challenge. And you know what? You suck. It's just, it takes way too long. The time I did this before, I would just run around the first 5 areas, and I'll explain about that a little more in a moment. But I would run around the first 5 areas over and over and over again and just take what it gave me, and it took absolutely forever. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be moving the date forward and just getting Den 1 over and over again until I get all of the Pokemon. Then I'll be moving to Den 3 and so on. So most of the dens in the wild area won't light up with a Pokemon in it until you throw in a Wishing Piece. But in the first 5 areas of the wild area, that is Rolling Fields, Dappled Grove, Watchtower Ruins, and East and West Lake Axwell, 8 dens at random throughout those 5 areas will light up all by themselves. Then when you defeat all 8 of them, they will reset, and 8 different random dens will light up throughout the wild area, throughout those 5 areas. So I will be using a glitch where you go into a den, you act as though you are searching for trainers, go to the home menu, move the date forward, go back in, and exit the den. And what it does is most people use that to farm for Watts or for resetting the Pokemon that's actually in the den after you throw in a Wishing Piece. But you cannot do that in these first 5 areas because when you move the date forward, those 8 dens will reset. And then the den you're at very likely won't be lit up anymore. So if you had thrown a Wishing Piece in, you just wasted it, man. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move the date forward and reset those 8 dens and hope that when it resets, Den 1 will be lit up again. If it's not, I'll find another den and do the same process until I get Den 1 again. So I'm about to move the video forward at 100 times speed, and I do have to issue an epilepsy warning here, because when I sped it up, it was just flashing bright white over and over again. And I color corrected it as best as I could, but if you have problems with that, don't watch this next part.
A whole bunch of players are gonna die, and possibly a couple of epileptic viewers at home as well. Very cool. Wait, what was that last part?
There she is, my fishing girl. I love this girl. You give her just 100 watts, which is super cheap here in the wild area, and she gives you a whole bunch of cool stuff. This time it was a big pearl that's worth $4,000. And every once in a while she'll give you a Wishing Piece. And the significance of that is that Wishing Pieces cost 3,000 watts, but she'll give you one for only 100 watts. It's rare, but she also gives you big pearls and stuff, so it's alright. This Onyx's hitbox right here. Bam! Gosh, I wasn't anywhere near him.
Not even close.
So I come up to this den, move the camera around, because Den 1 is right there, and I go in and look, it's this Magikarp. And I stopped and thought for a minute. I seem to recall reading an article or something about a shiny Magikarp event. And I thought, man, it'd just be very silly of me to pass that up if I had the opportunity to get it. So I decided to go in and find my shiny Magikarp. Here it is. This beautiful yellow gold. Nope, it's just a regular Magikarp. So that sucked. So it did occur to me, oh, while I'm in this max battle anyway, what if I move the date forward and see if that glitch still works. Turns out, no, it does not. You have to go in and pretend like you're searching, and that's when the glitch will work. If you actually enter the max den and enter the battle, it does not work. So here is a brilliant Pokemon. See, it looks like it's on fire. You should always encounter brilliant Pokemon. They have higher shiny odds. This one's not shiny. But they also give you watts at the end of the battle. And it doesn't matter if you defeat them, if you catch them, whatever. They give you watts. So, since watts are so valuable here for buying wishing pieces will be extremely valuable later in the wild area where I'm outside these first 5 areas and I have to use wishing pieces. So the watts are just excellent. And since I encountered a brilliant Pokemon and it happened to be a Tyrogue, I do need 3 Tyrogues, one to evolve into Hitmonchan, one Hitmonlee, and one Hitmontop. I decided to catch it anyway. I was going to catch them all in max dens, which would have been better since they'd all be at level 20. But this one had watts, so I grabbed it. And this is why I will run back and forth trying to chase this fishing girl, seeing if she's in the spots where she likes to hang out, because a wishing piece for 100 watts is just the cheese. So here I get my Timburr, and he's the 7th one of the 8. The only one left is Stufful, which is in the rare den 48. And you'll notice this taking longer and longer because when I reset the 8 dens, I use one because it lands on den 1 and I defeat that one. So when I reset the dens, only 7 reset. The next time 6 reset, and on and on. So pretty soon I'm having to chase this one den around the 5 wild areas until it lands on den 1. It just takes forever.
I was there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I was there for a long time.
Oh look, it's daytime now. That's how long this took. So there's a second glitch here that I'm going to use, and I didn't want to use it. The glitch is, if you throw a wishing piece into a den, and it lights up red. If your text speed is on slow, and you're fast enough, you can soft reset the game, and it won't have used your wishing piece. You'll still have your wishing piece. And you can try again to get a rare den, and you can do that over and over and over again. The reason I didn't want to use this glitch is because of what I described earlier. If you throw it in, you get a purple den, and it's not the Pokemon that you wanted. Anywhere else in the wild area, the Isle of Armor, wherever, you can do this glitch, and it will still be that purple den, and you can reset what Pokemon is in it with the date moving forward glitch. But in these first 5 areas, if you do that glitch, it's gone. So the danger was, you throw in a wishing piece, you do this soft reset glitch to get your purple den, and it's not the Pokemon you want. You just wasted a wishing piece. There's nothing you can do about it. So I was very scared about this. I was so apprehensive. That's why I ran around these 5 areas for so many hours trying to get a purple den to land on Den 1. And I finally just gave up and threw in a wishing piece and started doing this soft reset glitch because it was taking so long. I did get a lot of loot out of it. Oh, and there's the purple den. I did get a lot of loot out of it, so that was cool, but it was just taking forever. So, you guys will be happy to hear the first one I got was a Stufful. So, that was a huge relief, and that's the end of me catching Den 1. This video is over. I'll come back next week with Den 3. I will have to use this glitch again in the future in these first 5 wild areas, and this will be a danger every time I do it. Some videos, like this one, I'll probably be super lucky. Some videos, I might use all of my wishing pieces and have to go grind watts out to pay for more. We'll just have to see what happens. Alright, let's go see what my haul was. Get a couple berries, do one last onyx, heal up, and let's see what I can sell here. All this honey, I don't need it. Tiny mushrooms. 4 nuggets. 9 big mushrooms, that's awesome. The big pearls. You can see I got a bunch of pearls, a bunch of big pearls, and a bunch of pearl strings. Those are all from the fishing girl. I got 1 wishing piece from her, and so much sellable stuff. This is just awesome. I also noted that from fighting all these fighting type Pokemon in max dens, I got a bunch of the TR for Aurasphere. I don't need 17 of those. How about I sell 16 of them? So, all in all, I made a total of $435,100 while doing this. I'm going to spend it all on Premier Balls. How do you get Premier Balls? You buy 10 Pokeballs, you get 1. So I'm going to buy as many Pokeballs as I can, get all the Premier Balls, sell the Pokeballs, and then do it again until I run out of money. And that will, I'm not worried about money. I'm going to get another 400,000 or something the next video. But I'm just trying to get all my Premier Balls because I love Premier Balls. And eventually I'm going to find a Scolipede, and I'm going to grab one in a Premier Ball, and I will be very happy, and I will love it, and it will be mine, and it will be my love it. That didn't work. I was trying to beat Dory from Finding Nemo, but it didn't work. So all in all, I ended up getting 367 Premier Balls and $435,100. That's, yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. So the other cool thing you get in this game are experience candies. And so I just spammed all of those onto Dottler, got my Orbeetle, put the rest on Zigzagoon, got my Linoon, and he's on his way to becoming Obstagoon. And that's it. Video's over. Oh, wait. Highlight writes up, Bill, share more, let praise go by. Now I can sing for you guys. Da 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 da. Does anybody like actually hate that? Like, I'll take it in the comments below. I'll try to make fans happy while still being crazy. So let me know. In the meantime, da 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 da.